Greetings, wrestling fans! Patrick here, and welcome back to another review. I know I haven't done any reviews for a while, but I'm back, and I'm going to be doing a Monday Night Raw review. This is the Raw after WWE WrestleMania Backlash. And I know a lot of you are probably wondering, why did I not review Backlash? If you guys know my new rule by now, I think you guys would know why I didn't. Because I only review shows if I think they're good enough. If they're good enough and they're worthy enough to be reviewed. So yes, this Raw was worthy and is worthy enough to get a review. So let's talk about some of the things that happened on the show, shall we? We started things off with RK Bro defending the Raw Tag Team Championships against the Street Profits. RK Bro would walk away with the victory. Yes, they would. Riddle would catch Montez Ford in midair with an RKO. Bit disappointing, because the more I see RK Bro together, the more I wish they would break up. I'm starting to think that they're probably never going to break up at this point. And that's quite sad, because I'm not really a big fan of the RK Bro stuff, but that's just me. So after that, we had the reveal of Judgment Day. Well, not the reveal, we've kind of known about it for a while. Rhea Ripley is now joined the Judgment Day. One of my worst fears came true. The one thing I didn't want to have happen ended up happening. But Rhea Ripley's also dyed her hair. She's dyed her hair black. Honestly, I don't hate it. But, you know. But hey, Rhea Ripley seems to be the only Australian superstar that WWE seem to be taking seriously when it comes to a serious push, so I guess I can't really complain all that much, can I? So as this was going, the one thing I'm surprised of is the fans actually booing Edge. Because I thought Edge was going to be that cool heel that people were just going to cheer. But no, I'm surprised. Fans have really been giving it to Edge, and Edge has just embraced being hated, and that's kind of the thing I actually really enjoy, because I'm actually glad the fans have just gonna go ahead and boo Edge, because I was worried that he was gonna be one of those heels that fans are just gonna cheer for, but kudos to him. That's kudos to Edge for actually getting fans to actually legit boo him. Yes, that's the only small praise that I will give him. That's why I prefer him as a heel. I've said this so many times. If I was to see Edge, I would rather him be a heel than as a babyface. So after this, we had Rhea Ripley battle Liv Morgan. Rhea Ripley would win with the Brutality Lock. That's what I call that submission hold that she does. I call it the Brutality Lock, forcing Liv Morgan to tap out. Once the tap out happened, I heard different music. Now, I don't often complain all that much about new music, but for some reason, hearing this new music didn't make me feel happy. I knew we weren't going to hear Brutality anymore, because she's now in Judgment Day. We're just going to keep hearing Edge's theme. But the fact that they changed her music, despite that she's a part of Judgment Day, is actually something I'm not a really big fan of. Because I love Brutality. Sure, I didn't like it at first. Yes, true fact, I didn't really like it at first, because screamo kind of music wasn't really my thing. But I got used to it. I got over it. But maybe this new version of This Is My Brutality, maybe a version I may like more. I just need to hear it. I don't need to hear Edge's theme when she comes out to have matches. If you want me to get used to Rhea Ripley's new theme, I need to hear it. And then following this, we had Finn Balor battle Damien Priest. Finn Balor would win by disqualification. Edge would come in and deliver a spear. AJ Styles was also there, and they both got beat down. I'm surprised Liv Morgan wasn't there, but I mean, I guess to be fair, why would she want to help Finn and AJ when they didn't help her? So maybe that's the interpretation there. Oh my god, I cannot believe they are still continuing with this Omos Bobby Lashley feud. MVP continues to claim that he's the reason why Bobby Lashley became almighty. MVP! Will you please understand that Lio Rush is responsible for Bobby Lashley becoming almighty? Now, I know some of you are saying, yeah, but he doesn't work there anymore. So, just because he doesn't work there anymore doesn't mean he can't be ignored. Yeah, on WWE TV, they're going to say, oh, MVP made him almighty. But to us viewers, we know Lio Rush is the one that made Bobby Lashley almighty. If you've seen your history, you would know Lio Rush started calling Bobby Lashley the almighty way before MVP ever came back. So I get why they're having MVP say it. I understand why they're having MVP say it. But I'm just telling you, as the viewer, MVP did not make Bobby Lashley almighty. I'm just telling you, he didn't. It's not that difficult to figure out that Lio Rush did. So Bobby Lashley would then go on. He would come out and interrupt the VIP lounge. Cedric Alexander was there. Bobby Lashley beat the shit out of these security guys. He beat the crap out of those security people. And then he would attack Alexander. He would clothesline Omos out of the ring. He was about to get his hands on MVP until Cedric came in to save him. Now, if they're going to reform a new Hurt Business with MVP, Omos, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin, I mean, not that I care, not that I would really care, but it's something I wouldn't hate. Even though the Hurt Business wasn't really my cup of tea during the Thunderdome era. Sonya Deville comes out as she's preparing for her match. Adam Pearce terminates Sonya Deville as a WWE official due to her abuse of power. And then we get the return of Alexa Bliss. Now, I know some people are probably waiting for me to rant and moan about how much I dislike Alexa Bliss and how I think Alexa coming back is going to make the show bad. No, I'm actually not. Sure, I don't like the fact that Lily's still there. I don't like the fact that she still got her Lily doll when in fact Charlotte ripped that thing to shreds. I don't like how they ruined storytelling for the sake of bringing something back for money. Sonya Deville got her comeuppance, which is what a heel gets. They get their comeuppance, and that's what happens. I'm fully expecting Sonya Deville to probably begin a feud with Alexa Bliss. But I find it funny that people saying, oh, Alexa Bliss was coming back to have a program with Bianca Belair. Basically making it sound very clearly obvious that Alexa was going to come back as a heel. But no, she's back as a babyface. So, really, she isn't coming back to feud with Bianca Belair. She's probably back to feud with Sonya Deville, for all we know. But, yes, it is nice to see Alexa back. I will say, there is a positive here. She doesn't have the evil is mine anymore. She's gone back to spiteful, but it's also a mix of the Fury. If you guys remember that theme song, the Fury. I actually didn't mind the Fury. I don't mind it. I actually don't hate the Fury, by the way. I actually didn't mind that song. But yeah, it's like a mix of spiteful and the Fury. That's really what Alexa's theme is now. That's really what her theme is now, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it all that much. Sonya Deville got her comeuppance, and that's really what was the important thing there. And then we get Ezekiel meeting Ken Owens, who is basically Kevin Owens, which was basically Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens and Alpha Academy took out Ezekiel. And, Kevin Owens and Ezekiel, they've had some pretty... I think this feud's been quite entertaining and funny. I think this feud's quite entertaining and funny for what it is. So, it's been interesting. I will say that. V Mahan beats up another jobber. I'm so goddamn over V Mahan. There is nothing special about V Mahan. I'm just going to say it right now. There is absolutely nothing special about V Mahan. Absolutely zero. I do not understand how people find V Mahan entertaining. He's not entertaining. He's not a good wrestler. Sure, they're building him up as a beast. But how many more jobbers is this guy gonna run through? Understand this. You've got Apollo Crews, Commander Aziz, T-Bar, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio. Hell, you've even got bloody Akira Tozawa and Reggie. You've got names for him to destroy. You got superstars that he can destroy. I like how I liked it with Omos. I actually liked it with Omos that he was beating up Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz and T-Bar. Because they're actual freaking wrestlers he's beating up. He's not beating up jobbers. I know it's always been the term that WWE does. They have the new guys start off with jobbers, but then they eventually climb it up. Do you guys remember how long it took until they gave Ryback competition? I remember when Ryback was in WWE, I remember they had him squash jobbers for like 3-4 months. And then they gave him CM Punk and then he lost. I just remember that. I just remember how many jobbers they had Ryback run through until they started giving him decent competition. Umaga, Vladimir Kozlov. I get that. I get it. It's a trend that they always do. But I don't want it to go on for too long. It's fine to use a jobber maybe once or 2 weeks. But then after that, we need to start seeing him destroying former champions. But this just tells me they've got no plans for V Mahan, so they just want to have him beat up jobbers. I just don't see what's so special about V Mahan. And I possibly never will. I never really understood the hype around him. And more importantly, they made us wait too long for V Mahan for me to even really care anymore. So the next match we had was Cody Rhodes versus Austin Theory for the United States title. This match ended via disqualification. The ending that I think a lot of us were very much expecting. Cody Rhodes would win by disqualification. Seth Rollins would attack Cody Rhodes and curve stomp him on the announce table. So this feud between them is continuing. And I'm not complaining. And I'm not complaining. sorry about that. Sorry about that interruption. Yeah. So, where was I? Oh yeah. Seth Rollins curve stomped Cody Rhodes on the announce table to continue their feud, and I'm not complaining about it. I'm not complaining about it at all. I've been liking their matches so far. This is the type of stuff I'm fine with. If I'm getting good matches every single time, I don't mind seeing these rematches. But I don't want it to go on for too long. I'm just hoping this third match is their final match, and that's it. Sasha Banks and Naomi battled Doudrop and Nikki I Am No Superhero, and the women's tag team champions would I almost said retain, they weren't defending. The women's tag team champions would win, pinning Nikki Ash, and Doudrop basically was pissed off at Nikki Ash, screaming and yelling at her in Scottish. And then we had Tommaso Ciampa. I know he's known as Ciampa, but, you know, Ciampa took on Mustafa Ali. The Miz was the special guest referee of this match. I immediately knew Tommaso Ciampa was winning this match the moment I saw The Miz being the referee of the match. The Miz, and yeah, Ciampa won. The Miz, Mustafa Ali is being screwed over here. It's nice to see Mustafa Ali back. That's really all I can say about that. And then the main event was Asuka versus Bianca Belair. This went to a no contest. And this went to a no contest because, what's-her-face, Becky Lynch attacked both ladies. So that is, so yeah, that is it. That is the Monday Night Raw review. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys do want to see reviews back on a regular basis, whether if they are good or not, let me know. If you guys did enjoy, hit that thumbs up, comment your thoughts and opinions down below. I'll see you all next time.